And my second video of the day is to the new dominants out there. Hello. I see you. It's okay, we're all friends here. I promise. It's fine. It's fine. But it's come to my attention that there aren't a lot of videos geared towards you. There's a lot for some new submissives out there. Like, hey, how's your dominant? What's he doing? But new dominants are kind of left fending for themselves, especially nothing from a submissive's point of view. So, from a submissive to new dominants. Hi, how are you? Let's talk about, I don't know, maybe how to talk about this and what's okay. Because I've read a lot about dominants being like, I don't know how to bring this up to my girlfriend. What if she thinks I'm a freak? Or, I don't know how to tell my submissive that I just don't feel into it right now. Or, I don't know how to tell my so-and-so about blah blah. How to talk, how to start this. Well, first off, hi, how are you? It's okay. Take a breath. Nobody's expecting anybody to be 100% perfect immediately. Nope. You do need to follow safety. I think you should look at that first. Figure out what's safe, sane, and consensual. Risk awareness, risk-aware, consensual kink. Look all that up. Figure out your safety stuff first, boo-boo. Safety first. For both of you. You be safe too. Not just your submissive, you as well. Dominance, I don't think you get much I don't think anybody's put the emphasis there. Put much value on you guys actually being safe too, mentally and physically. So, be safe, my man. Be safe. Or my girl. Dom. You're not my Dom, but... Okay. Just gonna move forward with that. And, once you're clear on safety, and you've sort of felt it out a little bit on your own, and you're like, hey, I'm kind of thinking that this might be a thing. Next comes, first off, congratulations. You figured that out. Good job. But now you're in a dilemma. How do I bring this up? How do I talk about this? Who do I talk to about this? Oh, Lord. Well, continue reading and studying. Why? Because you can read other people's accounts on what's going on, what their experiences are, whether or not a kink you think you have may or may not be as strong as you think it is, or, don't dive headfirst without the knowledge. And you need that knowledge. So step 1 for everything is safety. Step 2, get your knowledge together on who, what, when, where, why, how, all of that. Once you have that together, bring it up. Be like with your significant other, your lovely boy or girl, doop-a-doop-a-doo, and be like, I wanted to sit down and talk with you. I've been looking at some things, and no pressure. We don't need to start anything immediately, but I wanted this communication with you. Because I know in a lot of kink, in a lot of everything, communication is the #1 emphasis. So start that early. Communicate. Everything you've read, everything you've learned, everything you've liked, not liked, it doesn't matter. Just, hey, I wanted to communicate this to you. No pressure. Emphasize to your partner, they don't have to be into this. Because, especially if it's not a deal breaker for you in a relationship, if you're skittish about it, just be like, look, calm, cool, collected, your thoughts together. Write it down if you need to. Write a whole speech. Boo-boo. You got this. Just calm, no pressure. Be like, hey, this is what I was looking at. This is what I was thinking about. What's your input on this? Do you know anything about this? Especially ask for their input in whether or not they know anything. Because you may not know this, but your partner may or may not. Also, be looking at the same things you are. I don't know, maybe they were too skittish to bring it up. I would rather ask somebody, what do you know, than assume they know nothing. But if they do not want to talk, if they're not comfortable going, oh, well, I looked at, I saw, well, then assume they know nothing. Start with the basics about safety. Hey, I looked at the safe, sane, and consensual thing, or risk-aware consensual kink thing, and did you know ... what it stands for, what it means, how many people follow it? Man, we're like a cult, okay? You can find us everywhere. No matter where you're at, if you want to bring this to your partner and you feel strongly about it, then by all means, talk. Discuss, as if it's like Sunday dinner. It don't matter. Just boop-a-doop-a-doo. Whatever, it's fine. We chill here, we cool. If your partner has a reaction to it, know and understand that maybe this is something new for them. Maybe they never even considered it an option, or even knew it was a thing. Maybe they were raised in a conservative household. They'd never seen this. It's new and it's scary. And especially for somebody who didn't look at it first and didn't automatically go, I like this, it can be a scary thing. So take it slow. Calm. Slow. No pressure. Kind of a thing. Just, hey, I wanted to let you know this is something I've been thinking. Let them know your fantasies. Oh, I've been thinking about this. I've been fantasizing about doop-a-doop-a-doo. And you never know. Maybe your partner will be like, yeah, game on, let's go. Or they'll be like, can we take this slow? Even if they have a visceral reaction to it initially, it could just be shock or fear. I'll know and understand that quite a few people in the world will have a visceral reaction to kink. Like, ew, oh my god, it's scary, it's dangerous. For some people, that's how they believe it. And then you need to evaluate if kink is something that's a deal breaker for you. And if it isn't, by all means, continue with your relationship. Maybe that's just not something they're into. Okay? And if it is a deal breaker for you, and you're like, look, I need this, I need it as a part of my life, then you have to talk about your options with your partner. You'll be surprised. Some people actually have their relationships and then their separate dynamics, where they submit to a dominant, or they are a dominant, and then they go home to their loving spouse at the end of the day. It can be a whole range of things. Just because you guys don't agree doesn't mean it's the end of everything. Discuss, talk, communicate. Biggest thing, right there, talk. Like, they can't read your mind, boo-boo, and you can't read theirs. Let's know and understand that, and listen to understand, and speak to be understood. You don't need to argue, just take a breath. Beyond that, now you've broached this topic with your partner. What next? That's the fun part. Experiment. Learn. Be safe. Always. But learn. Discuss. Even if you've had this discussion 60 times, there's always something new. Guarantee it. I promise you. You have not reached the bottom of that rabbit hole. I've been trying to reach the bottom of that rabbit hole for years. Still finding new things. Consistently new things. This entire culture is growing and becoming a living mass of its own, so I'm never going to find the bottom, and neither are you. Just, you got this, boo-boo. You got it. And if you have questions, comments, or concerns specifically, you can always comment down below or message me here on lovely YouTube. Whatever you need, boo-boo. Take your time, communicate, breathe. Learn about safety first, and then go forth into the interwebs and learn all you can. Learning is something you never stop doing. And it's fun, and it's great, and I love it. So, good luck. I hope this helps somebody, and love you all. Be safe.